Hello everyone, so welcome back to our Monday analysis. Today is Monday. The market is going to open by 3:30 p.m. today. I just want to list out some few ETF stocks that many of you should focus on. Now there is already tension in the Middle East, and you can see the market is heavily affected. There is blood in the street. There is blood on the street as it stands. And for those who are very calculative, technically inclined, and very smart, we focus more on blue chip stocks because these are the best opportunities to step in and grab most of these stocks. Remember 2022, I listed Facebook when it was around, I think it was $300 plus. Facebook. This is Meta platform. If I go back to 5 years ago, you'll see in 2022 it was trading around the 200, 100 down to 90, and then before it picked up in 2023 and so on. So this is exactly what happened in 2022/2023. It's now happening now, giving opportunities for value investors to step in. But I'm not going to talk more on the blue chip stocks. It's going to come in my next video. But I'm focusing more today on ETF. If there are any special ETF you should add to your radar, it has to be these 5 ETF that I want to list out. 5 ETF that we do amazingly well, exponentially. So one of them is VTI. VTI, that is Vanguard. VTI. So if you do not have this particular ETF on your radar, you can add it because this ETF, it's based on market index funds that traces a lot of quality selections. Look at it. And so I'm going to, in fact, on the sector you can see the controls about 32% technology. It has financial services, it has consumer cyclical communication services, healthcare, industry. So it cut across virtually all sector of human life. All sector of human life. Basic materials, the utility, real estate, energy, consumer defense, industrials, healthcare, and all that. And this is a long-term ETF that has consistently remained true to its growth. So even if you don't have the complete money, you can as well buy a fraction of this ETF. Very important. And the next I have is, in fact, SCHD. This particular ETF, few years ago, actually did me a lot of, profit. Gave me a lot of profit. And if we trace back 2 years, you will understand how this particular company controls a lot of energy. And so currently you can see the oil sector is experiencing upside as a result of the crisis in the Middle East. A lot of countries oil supply has been shut down. Iran is one of them. The same thing with a lot of Middle East countries right now because of the tension. And so for those who are in Nigeria, you can see oil price has gone up. I think fuel is selling over 1,000 naira. The same thing with different country, UK, US, and many other places. This particular stock is one of those stocks that you should add to your radar, and it's very cheap, $31. Yes, $31 at the moment. It's one stock that within the next 12 months is going to almost double this price. Yes. For those, of course, you've been following my analysis. When I say things like this, you don't joke with it, but just follow the trend and understand the track record. Just like what is happening on Netflix that is about to hit 100 and above. Yes, so this is one of those stuff that you can add to your radar. I have another one that focuses majorly on tech, that is QQQ. Yes, QQQ is an ETF that focuses more on, in fact, more on tech. Yes, completely on tech, over 50% on tech industry. You can see that. Yes, 50% on technology, 16% on communication, consumer cyclical 12%, and others. So if you have been having that hunger to buy most of these big tech company and AI, semiconductor, chips, both on robotics, this is one of those stuff that you can buy. And one good thing about ETF is that it has almost zero risk when it comes to either bankruptcy or that, because it is a pool of collected stocks in one basket, and so all of them cannot be doing poorly at the same time. Yes, all the stocks put together in this ETF cannot be doing poorly at the same time. And of course, when they are growing, when they are moving upside in the same way, some may not be performing well, but there is every possibility that they do upside more because of the caliber of stocks put together. So when we say technology, you see Nvidia is there, Microsoft, Google, you have Apple, you have Facebook, you have Palantir, you have all the big tech companies are all in this particular Investico QQQ trust. It's an ETF that you should add. It's already $594.38. Like I said, if you have pool of funds, maybe you have $20, 20 million, 30 million, 50, 100 million, as the case may be, that you want to invest, this is the right time you call for your consultancy. Let us guide you through on how to get along this stuff, because while it is good to add them to your radar, you also need a guidance. Yes, you need a very good guidance. So make sure you are adding it. Then I have SMH. SMH is a semiconductor ETF. It's a semiconductor ETF. Price is already $377.83 at the moment. And so this is an ETF that is completely 100% on tech. 100% on tech. A lot of persons have actually contacted me and be asking that how would they make money on the tech industry. To be honest with you, most people who are wealthy or billionaires in the world today, many of them are in the tech industry. Elon Musk is one of them. You have the owner of Microsoft, that is Bill Gates, is there. You have Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is also there. These are people controlling the tech industry. Yes, the tech industry. Even Jeff Bezos, that was one time the richest man on earth, is also into tech, because many of you will be thinking is the Amazon, the e-commerce sector that is giving him money. No, this is a company that invests heavily on the cloud services. Yes, the cloud services. If you go and check the Amazon cloud services, you will understand. So this is one of those stocks that you can focus if you want to make exponential wealth on the tech industry. This ETF is there. So don't forget, individual stock perform absolutely well, but why most people get this ETF is for some level of security, because you may not have that time to always be checking the chart, checking the market every seconds. So because you don't have that time, you can just get this because it's already pre-designed for it a slow and steady growth. And the final one on my list, because I said I'm going to list at 5 ETF, is SGOV. SGOV is a bond, it's an ETF bond. Yes, it's a treasury bond. So for those who have been asking me, you want to buy treasury bonds, this is one of those stocks that you can buy. It's an ETF, a treasury bond ETF for US. You can buy for 0 to 3 months. Within 0 to 3 months, you see how exponential this particular bond can do for you. And it's basically more on cash, more on cash, just very few percent on the bonds. So because it's treasury, it's actually monitoring the treasury bond, the treasury funds of the United States. So it's more on cash than just the bonds. So guys, I'm listing out all these ones for you because the time is highly ripe for everyone to build on their portfolio, to see how you can build wealth that would last, build wealth that in the next 1 or 2 years, you would see how your financial trajectory would have changed for the good. So please don't forget to help this video to get at least 50 likes. If you haven't subscribed, do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you can make your comment or share this video to help someone that has been trying to to build wealth and doesn't know the right button to press. This is one of those that you can add to your radar. See you in my next video.